So in this video, I'm going to talk about this herb known as Kaff Maryam or Genggam Fatimah, depending on the country that we're talking about. So this Latin name is called Anastatica hierochuntica. It is a medicinal plant that grows in Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Jordan, Oman, Libya, Iraq, the UAE, Iran, Kuwait, and North Africa. The plant has these tiny white flowers, and normally it doesn't grow more than 15 centimeters in height. And that's during the rainy season. After that, the plant will dry up and it grows inward into this tight ball, as you can see in the picture. And this ball is quite small. It's the size of a hand, so about 4 to 10 centimeters in diameter. Um, it belongs to the family Brassicaceae, and it is the only member of its genus, Anastatica. So although it comes from, you can see these very dry, arid areas, this herb is consumed by many people in Southeast Asia. So the first time I heard of this herb was actually from an Indonesian friend. So in the Arab countries, this herb is known as the Kaff Maryam or the Hand of Maryam. In Europe, it's known as the Hand of Fatima, Hand of Maria, or the Rose of Jericho. In Malaysia, there's many names for it. Instead of Maryam or Maria, it's called Fatima. So Sanggul Fatimah, meaning the bun of Fatima. Genggam Fatimah, meaning the closed fist of Fatima. Kembang Fatimah, or the bloom of Fatima. Or the Akar Kayu Bunga Fatimah, the woody roots of the Fatima flower. So how do they consume it? So on Instagram, the account Bidara Shifa HQ, here they use the name Genggam or Sanggul Fatimah. They say that it is for opening the cervix, cervical dilatation. And how do they consume it? They soak it overnight or for 1 to 3 days in a bowl containing normal water. So not hot water. And that water will be used as air sluso. So as I spoke before, air sluso means it has been charmed. So the idea is not necessarily using this herb as a purely herbal or medicinal, but the idea is that there is some sort of magic in it, some sort of charm, and that will help cervical dilation and make labor go smoothly and help the woman have a normal birth. Now here it warns against do not soak it in hot water and do not boil it. So other guidelines, it says here when the woman is 38 weeks pregnant, drink 1 glass a day and begin with reciting Bismillah, the doa, the supplication before eating, Allahumma barik lana fima razaqtana wa qina adhabannar, and salawat 3 times, so giving blessings upon the Prophet. And then when the woman is 39 weeks, she should drink it 2 times a day. Again, recite Bismillah, the supplication, and also salawat. And then when she dah keluar tanda, I think when she is in labor, she should, I'm not sure what it means. Ketika dah keluar tanda, is that when she loses her mucus plug? Okay, I'm not sure, but anyway, she should also bathe with the water of this herb by wetting her head and then use the water to put on her head, and then also like while the water is falling on her head, she should also drink a bit of it and supplicate um to Allah to please ease and make my birth smooth and slippery, just like how this water is slippery, slippery, like dripping down my hair. I mean, so this is interesting because this I have heard of this the last application before, but pouring water on your head, drinking a bit of it. Well, when I was doing my research, one of my participants did receive this advice. Somebody told her to do this, but now this is the first time I see that they are combining the use of the Fatima, Genggam Fatima, and this soluso of just drinking the water. So to go back to this article, the biological activities of Anastatica hierochuntica. This was published by, it looks like some scholars from Malaysia, and also Okay, somebody from Monash University, but he seems to have an Arab surname. So in this article, they say that the herb should be prepared by soaking it in water and then to drink the decoction of the water. And some of the medical benefits that it's believed to have is that it will ease the process of childbirth and it can treat reproductive system related disorders such as menstrual cramps and uterine hemorrhage. It's also consumed as an alternative treatment for metabolic disorders such as diabetes. Some people consume it as an analgesic, that means a painkiller, and also as a remedy for epilepsy, gastric disorder, arthritis, asthma, and so on. The purported benefits are known to people across the globe, despite limited scientific information and evidence. It says that for other purposes, if you have restless leg syndrome, for example, that the herb should be washed and then boiled with water, 1.5 liters of water until the water boils, then drink 1 cup twice a day, and then boil it again until the water has normal color. And then after that, you hang it and let it dry. And then, of course, the herb will shrivel up again. And then the disclaimer that this plant is only a traditional effort or traditional medicine. The one who heals is still God. And here is another article from Ihsanullah Daur in Saudi. Kaff Maryam is believed to be very useful in Arab countries for treating various health disorders. The present research highlights the chemical composition and properties of the herb that may be related to its beneficial effects. So he looked at the different minerals in the herb, phenolic content, antioxidant activity, free radical scavenging activity by, okay, let's see. How did he do this? All right. The findings indicate that the chemical properties of the plants may rationalize its use for the treatment of menstrual cramps, asthma, depression, headache, fatigue, depression. Oh, there's depression twice. Infertility is childbirth. So he bought some plants from Makkah, Saudi Arabia. Then the plant was separated into leaf buds, stem biomass, and root biomass. All the plant parts were oven dried, then powdered, and then stored in airtight sample jars. For mineral analysis, 50 grams of the powder was converted to ash. And how did they determine all this? The individual plant part was extracted using distilled water by boiling and stirring for 10 minutes. So in this case, the plant was boiled. Of course, I think there's some difference because it's already dried and made into a powder. Let's look at the results. The data shows that concentrations of magnesium, calcium, and what is Mn? Manganese were greater by their concentrations in other medicinal plants. And the concentrations of other minerals such as iron, copper, and zinc were greater than or comparable to the concentrations in other medicinal plants. These minerals are important in the body and are often consumed as supplements. The medicinal value of the plant of Kaff Maryam may be possibly related to the high concentrations of magnesium, calcium, and manganese contained in the plant. Magnesium has effects on cramps, asthma, headache, fatigue, depression, diabetes, fibromyalgia, arrhythmia, heart failure, preeclampsia, eclampsia, and easing childbirth. Calcium is required for bone repair, vascular contraction, vasodilation, muscle function, nerve transmission, intracellular signaling, hormonal secretion. Okay, so many. Um, Manganese plays a role in connective tissue, bones, blood clotting, sex hormones. That's all for this video. Let me know if you have tried this herb. Have you heard of it? Have you ever seen it? Can let me know. And that's it. We'll see you in the next video.